A back nose blunt. Dude. And then that look. That's right. You saw what you saw. What's up? Welcome back to session. Completing the story on manual catch. Part 9. Okay, what do we need to do? San Francisco, find the spot. Right. This is kind of a cool gap. Any 3 tricks over the gap. Okay. I'm overthinking what trick. Let's do a backside flip. Ugh. Over-rotated. Yeah. Nollie laser. Nice. A bit rocketed. I don't know why I keep doing that. Nollie laser to very short manual. And maybe a big heel. Not a bigger heel. Sweet. You don't need to go as fast as I thought you had to. Yup, nice. My wheels are kind of strangely worn, like the contact, is it called the contact patch? Terminology from my longboarding days is coming back to me. The contact patch is very worn, but the sides are still pretty white. Oh yeah, now we have to do a big heel anyway. No. Redo. Okay, that was much better. Arguably better than the first one. Okay, and then backside hard flip. Is that just a modern ghetto bird? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Weird that the instructions don't use the same name as the trick itself. Just passed out in the street. Cool. So Yeah, another jam. Which we know I'm not a huge fan of. Nollie heel. Wait, what is this? I don't think I've ever seen that. Like a bump to gap. And from here, it's a bit awkward. I was thinking you could potentially gap from this thing to this wall, but then you'll just end up in the grass here from the speed, or gap to the fence. I don't know. I want to try a few things. Not that. Kinda didn't give myself a lot of room. Let's try the fence first. A back nose blunt. I was expecting to hang up on the other rail. A bat tail on the wall. Dude, it's pretty sick. Probably should have popped out. Okay, pretty cool. I'm finding all kinds of stuff. Because if you set up some kind of kicker here, maybe you could gap from here to that, whatever it is, trash dumpster. I still haven't really figured out how to get the correct speed for throwdowns, because like, you can sprint and then throw down and it's faster, which makes sense. I don't know. I just need to get used to it more. Oh, EMB jam isn't ready yet. Then why was this the next mission I had to select? Zen Bridge with Louis Barletta. Is that here? It's very possible I'm just getting the missions all mixed up. Nollie trays are a bit sketchy. Come on, I just want to land one. Nice. Okay. Right, flip in, backside tail, flip out. And then flip in, backside lip. So they're both gonna have to be on the left thing. Flip, backside tail, flip. That was a bit too slow. That was a bit too fast. Same story as always. Like, tricks I know I'm able to do, I suddenly can't do anymore. No. I didn't want to flip out of that in case I accidentally landed it. Would have been shameful. Sometimes you have to do, like, you have to land anything just to, you know, to tell yourself that you're not going insane. I don't even have to kickflip in, so maybe a back shove. Okay, sure. I think I said back shove, or I thought I was doing a back shove. It was a front shove, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Flip in, back lip. No flip out, right? No. But let's not do another front shove. Kick flip, back lip. Come on. It's one of the best Smiths I've ever done. Gotta do it right. With a better roll away. Yeah, okay. It's fine. It's a cool obstacle to try double grinds on, from past experience. Didn't check what we had to do. Darkslides. Switch to the right thing. Is it a fence? Is it a handrail? Is it a barrier? I don't know. Guy. Maybe in the past this was the easiest part of the challenge, before they made Darkslides much harder. If it's anything like Casper's, maybe they're easier with a varial flip instead of a kickflip. But of course, if we're doing a varial flip in, it's much more likely we'll hit the railing. I don't really know how to approach this. What happened? happened. And then that look. That's right. You saw what you saw. And you'll see, I'm calling it now, if and when we do get into a Darkslide, I won't be able to pop out. Or, you know, I won't be able to catch the flip out. At this point, I will take anything that vaguely resembles a Darkslide. Maybe we found the trick. I think I'm gonna start rolling and not do a throwdown, because the throwdowns, as nice as they look, generally they're just too inconsistent speed-wise. Thank you, Jesus. Let's have a look at the monstrosity we just did. I'm just glad I was able to get into one and get the flip out right away. And it's not a situation where the next phase would have been that I could get into the Darkslides consistently. But then I would need another dozen attempts just for the flip out. Okay, last thing, revert the bump. I did do the input. Okay, weird. Flat spots and completely ruined grip tape. The finer things in life. Which reminds me, I read something about grip tape wear. I don't think I fully knew that grip tape wear is a thing. But apparently, like, I found out in a Reddit post, as usual. Because someone was reporting that the grip tape wear didn't work, and apparently the answer is that it only shows if you're using an actual... I'm explaining it terribly. There is a difference between the default grip tape, which doesn't really count as grip tape, but it's just the stock look, I suppose. You need to have actual equipped brand grip tape, I guess. So let's quickly go to the apartment, because I should have some grip. No, not customize skater. Board, grip. Sure, get this. And see if it works. Then to Philly. Talk to the Philly local. Hello, sir. Grind the curved ledges. Okay, that's my kind of challenge. Just no lines, just obstacles to hit. I don't have to hit any of them. Like, it's not a collect all the ledges thing. They're kind of tricky to hit. It's kind of a cramped space. No. Okay, I guess you do have to grind and not slide. It's just to make sure a board slide does not work. Oh right, because there is a separate objective for slides. Okay. No. Okay, well. Let's try to hit most of them at least once. Smith, maybe. And then whatever that was. Just a simple front 50. Or a feeble. You weakened it. Okay, slides. As it turns out, it's not the most fun spots. There isn't really any room to move. Back lip. How did that count? Front lip. And let's try to do that nose blunt along this swervy one. Oh no, it was a normal blunt. Cool. Cool. I can't say it as fast as Jake can say it from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Flip on the tentacles. Heel flip. Fakey heel flip. Kick flip. Gonna try and not set markers. Tray flip. Nice. Pretty cool. And a switch laser. That was not even a single laser, let alone a double. Okay, one more inward heel. Not a double inward heel. That was a double, I think. Yeah. Switch inward heel to redeem myself. Or just a regular. Nice. Talk to Philly local. Maybe just one more for today. Seems like a pretty simple one. Tail slide, nose slide, tail slide, nose slide, and 3 random grinds. Trying to pop out. Vandalism. This is very tucked away, but it's a pretty fun obstacle, this volcano thing. Laser. Not quite. Switch laser. Nice. Not a very distinct catch rather. I like when you really stomp the catch. Okay. Oh. That's a bit awkward. Tail slides. Not a spin. Okay, I have to, if I'm doing a running start, I have to only drop down after I get off the curb. Nice. No slides. Not gonna rewatch. I kinda get dragged to the right. Like I'm lined up nice, but then I get sucked into the container. I don't know if that means if I have to overcorrect or just correct to the left. No, it doesn't always happen. It did happen that time, and I don't know why. Close. It's very hard to say if I'm just not lining up quite right every single time, or if there's something going on in the background that messes up my alignment. If I line up correctly, I get dragged to the right. If I line up, like if I correct to the left, I don't make it. Sweet. 3 grinds at random. I feel like I have to do my signature thing. Back shove, front tail. I know, I'm making it too difficult. A few more attempts and then I have to tone it down because it's not really working. Let's just do something basic. Come on. When the game won't let you do what you want to do, it's a 50-50. What happened? Okay, fine. It was kind of a 50-50. Not really. Okay, well that is gonna do it for this one. I looked at this next challenge and I think it's gonna take longer than I expect. So let's just call it here for today. As always, thank you for watching and for listening. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.